Hi everybody, this is Raquel again. I'm the Flip Flop Dog Trainer. If this is the first time you're seeing my face or hearing my voice, I've been a dog trainer for over 15 years. I have tons of experience. I've been working with dogs for a long time. And I'm here to doing a series of videos talking about behavioral issues and giving you some tips on how you can improve your life with your dog. So with that said, let's get into it. Today we're going to talk about crating, why crating is so important and why a dog that's used to its crate is a much better dog for you and your family. Now, a lot of people are used to crates, but a lot of people associate crates with potty training, and that's it. So a lot of people just get a crate in the beginning, make sure the dog doesn't pee poop in the house, and once the dog learns that, then they just give up the crate altogether, and that's a huge mistake. Why dogs need to be crated on a daily basis and learning how to be okay in a crate. Every dog needs supervision. Most of the behavioral issues you see out there are developed because that's an open option for the dog. A dog that's free all day, that's roaming the backyard or roaming your house all day on its own without a certain level of supervision really will develop his behavior based on his own experiences. What it is just he's going to try things. If it works, he's going to keep doing. So it can be counter surfing, getting into things. It can be even peeing, pooping in the house. It can be barking, whining, fence fighting, attacking people, whatever that is. Remember, dogs are creatures of habit. They will do what works for them. This is why crating is so important. It means that we have to be a part of the dog daily routine, and we have to have time for crate. Dogs should be able to sleep in a crate every night. A crate is his own bedroom. You have your bedroom, the dog has his bedroom. He has to go into that place, into that crate, and sleep soundly all night. That starts on day one. As soon as you get a dog, you start that process. Why is it so important? Because the dog needs to be able to relax and turn off and really be okay in his own space. If the dog is there, he's not going to get into trouble while you're sleeping. Remember, you're sleeping. You can't monitor the dog at night. So you don't need that dog roaming the house or making choices. He needs to be okay and safe in his crate. When you wake up in the morning, you take him out and you start your day. But throughout the entire day, I'm pretty sure you're going to have a lot of obligations that don't include your dog. You might have to go to work, to the gym, to a meeting, go out to lunch or whatever that is. And not every time you're going to be able to take your dog with you. Your dog cannot be loose in the house. If he's loose in the house without supervision, guess what? He's going to get into mischief. So you don't want that. A lot of the behavior and habits that dogs develop are usually in that realm, in that time that you're not looking at it. So a lot of people get surprised when the dog all of a sudden bites people or chews something or end up in a hospital because he ate something that he wasn't supposed to. That simply happens because the dog is out there trying things without your supervision. Throughout the day, the dog will need to have some time off to relax, to tune out, and just to take a nap. So the dog needs to be able to be there in that crate. The crate is just not for the night. There will be a lot of situations where you're going to need your dog to be crated throughout the day, during the day at certain periods of time. Let's say somebody's going to come into your house to fix your washing machine, or somebody's going to look at your window, something that doesn't involve the dog. If your dog's not ready yet to be on a solid place command or on a solid downstay in that situation, he is going to need to be in a crate. Sometimes it's for his own safety. Let's say a guy's going to come to spray your yard. You don't need to have your dog there. It's dangerous. Your dog can die, and your dog has nothing to do with that situation. Where is that dog going to be? In his crate. Let's say you're moving or you're moving stuff or you're doing things in the house that you're very much occupied and your attention has to be on something else. Your dog should be in the crate. A dog that knows how to be okay in the crate, not only at night, but throughout the day in certain points of the day, is a dog that's not going to give you trouble. Crate is also one thing that does not allow a dog to develop separation anxiety. A dog needs to be okay in a crate when you're in the house and when you're out of the house. It's not because you're in the house that the dog has to be with you the entire time. He needs to be a little bit separated from you so he can learn how to self-soothe and be on his own. So the crate is something that I tell everybody, that you need to get a crate before you get a dog. You need to be okay with the crate before you even have the dog. And you need to see the crate as a safe place, not as anything else. I know a lot of people out there say the crate is cruel, the dog is in a cage, blah, blah, blah. That's just not true. Crate is safety, not only for the body, but for the mind. Remember, dogs that are overstimulated are unable to calm down, to lay down, to enjoy life. They're constantly looking for something to do, or you. So a lot of these dogs that come up with separation anxiety and are super dependent on people are dogs that are never crated, because they're constantly following the people in the house. They're constantly looking for you. You can't even go to the bathroom. The dog is after you. Everybody needs a break. Your dog needs a break too. So the crate is super important. Plus, a dog that's okay in a crate can travel with you. When you move, he's not going to have a problem, because everything else might be different, but the crate is the same. Maybe you want to take a trip in the weekend. Maybe you want to take your dog up to the mountains on the weekend. Your dog is going to go in the car, in the crate. Your dog's going to be in a new house or a different house, but the crate's going to be the same. So you don't run into trouble. Oh my God, I'm going to travel. I'm not sure how my dog is going to react to the new environment. If he has his crate, at least at that time, you know your dog's safe. And then you need to take him out, you leash them up, and you do what you have to do with them. You're there. So I think the main thing about the crate is it imposes a little bit more responsibility on the owner, because obviously the dog's not going to spend his entire life inside the crate. He's going to be in the crate when the owner cannot supervise or participate in whatever it is that the dog's going to do outside of the crate. So using crate responsibly means being a more responsible owner, means you're going to be a part of that dog's life and a part of that dog's decision-making process every single time. That dog's not going to have a window to make mistakes, because you're going to be there. And a dog that can enjoy that can enjoy a lot more outside of the crate. That's a dog that's going to, it's in the right path to be very well trained, because now that part you got down, now you have to get good at what you do with your dog outside of the crate. But those are topics for different videos. But I love the fact that a lot of people here in the US are very much familiar with the crate, and some people are not. So that's one of the reasons why I'm making this video. But keep in mind, crate is safety. That's what it is. Yes, there will be dogs that will complain and fight the idea of the crate. Why? Because the longer they're free, the longer they're going to reject any kind of restriction. So that's what you have to work on. That's why corrections come in. That's why a lot of different training, parts of the training will come in, especially when I talk about remote collars. You have to correct anything that goes against what you're trying to teach. The dog has to be able to learn. Yes, a lot of dogs will bark and whine and scream and try to bite the door, the crate, and all that. All that is corrected, because the dog is going to learn how to be okay there. He has to. Now, you can do a lot of things to make the crate a good place. You can feed your dog in the crate every single day, and if there's anything else your dog likes, he can only get it in the crate. That's how you create good association. But it's not just about creating a good association. It's not about just a dog wanting to be in the crate. It's the dog understanding that the crate is, in fact, that safe spot. And when he has no other option, he's going to accept that. Yes, that doesn't mean not gonna make the crate a safe place. You can put a bed in there, you can make it nice and comfortable, but still, he has to be there. I know a lot of people say, oh, it sounds really harsh. It's not. It's for your dog's own safety. Dogs that are okay in the crate have a much better life. You have a lot of time. The day has 24 hours. You have a lot of time to be out with your dog, walk with your dog, train your dog, take your dog to different places. But when he gets home with you and you can't watch it, and you can't really keep up with the training or keep up with the supervision, that's where the dog needs to be. It's a well-balanced life. If you know how to measure everything and put everything in place, yes, your dog is going to have a good time in the crate, and he's going to have an awesome time outside of the crate, because you're going to be there. You are the most important part of that training. And if you're very invested in getting that dog to the level that you really want to have it, then you're going to have a great life, and the crate is going to be your best friend in training. Okay? If you have any questions about crating or anything else, leave it in the comments. It'll be my pleasure to respond to all of you. I'll see you on the next one.